Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to be doing another tip video, and this time it's going to be on the 3/4 brush and how to make your seascapes come alive and really look more professional using this brush. Let's get started. Now, as you can see here, I spent a couple minutes doing a little bit of a seascape. I just started building it, and here's obviously the sky, our horizon line, the big wave, the sand, and this is just a little bit of umber on a canvas, just so you're not staring at a white canvas, and there's no reason for me to paint the whole thing today. All right, let's get in here and learn how to do seascape with this brush. Now, I'm assuming that you guys probably know how to do seascapes and have done some in the past. So, what I really want to teach you is how I use the 3/4 inch brush to really make my seascapes look so soft and real. There's a lot of different ways to paint seascapes, and a lot of them, you really want the hard edges, but this, I'm trying to show you a style here of seascape that you don't need those hard edges so much, and this brush is just amazing for melting those edges away. You can do hard edges with this brush, but I'm going to show you how to get soft edges with it, because it is a soft brush. It's not nearly as stiff as the others, so there you go. The light's just down the center today, maybe a little bit off to the right. It doesn't make any difference for practice. Just sort of figure it out as you go along, but do stick with it, There we go. All right, so I'm floating, and this is just a purple, red, white, and blue. I just mixed up a little bit here. It's similar color to the sky. I've been using it a little bit in here. All right, now the first thing we really need to do is kind of block some of this water in. I already started, but I wanted to finish it with you. This area is 80% dry. The brown is just tacky, and it'd be fine. I was kind of thinking it would be dry by now, but it's not. So I already prepped this canvas earlier, so it's not dry. It is oil paint, so it takes quite a while. So if you want to learn to paint on dry canvas, that's fine, because you would probably be painting over a white canvas at this point. But honestly, a dark canvas is cool too. Something with some browns in it. I'm going to set down, now see, this brush is a square, right? So use one corner of this square, set it down, and mush it. And this will give you a feathered, almost like an atmosphere, very fuzzy, hazy look. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Sneak that right down. See that? You can kind of grab, here's something I do when I want to make a soft edge on the bottom. I'll grab it and I'll touch like this, and you get that little bit of a bottom that's really pretty. There we go. And this is not a lesson on the shape of the waves. So I'm assuming you guys have probably done this before. This is how you refine your seascapes if you want them to look a little softer. Right here, I'm going to touch down and give myself a transparency right there. See that? Good. On the top, take a little bit of black and blue and red and put a dark. See how those two mix together with this brush? Lift your hand so that they just fade like that. You see that? I hope you guys are enjoying these tip videos. If you are, be sure to leave a like and let me know you want to see some more of them. And I can sort of figure some things out to show you that you might enjoy. Now I'm going to go ahead and develop a little bit more light here in the middle, because it's a very pale setting today, and I love that. I think that's so cool. So I set a little white down there, wipe my brush out. And it's always good to have two, one for light, one for dark. This is my one for dark, even though I'm using it for light, because I want to keep my other one clean, just in case we need it. I'm going to actually blend with this brush. You can do seascapes with nothing but this brush very simply. It would not be a difficult thing. There we go. Blend that light area. Oh, that is so pretty. I remember when I first designed this brush, the whole idea was seascapes. I mean, now we use it for everything, right? But the whole idea was seascapes when I was first looking at this brush. There. Nice. Okay, so now we have a very soft setting here, and it's really kind of pretty. I like that so far. But let's go ahead and add in our darks. Okay, to do this, take some black, some blue, and red. Still using nothing but the 3/4 brush. And I want you to draw this brush out to a chisel edge, because that's going to make it very sharp and allow you to cut in these beautiful lines. You see how it's chiseled there? Great. Okay, right in here, draw in a line, just like this. And you can even continue that line out. Why not? Sure, we can do it. Just kind of wiggle your hand like that. Okay, wipe this brush out a little bit and I wiped it out just so that I have less paint so it'll be a smaller line. And cut in underneath this foam. Let's work on a little bit of blending. Wipe the brush out, same brush, just wiped it. I'm gonna grab these areas and pull them to blend. And pull them into the wave just a touch like that. So you can blend with this brush, oh yeah. Totally can do that. And over here it's easy, just go left and right to break up the line. Now I'm going to load up a clean 3/4 brush with a nice soft light pink color. Just white and a touch of red. Chisel the brush, a decent amount of paint loaded in there, okay? Now here's maybe the best thing you can do with the seascape with this brush is the highlight. I'm going to set it down, watch this. Oh wow, look at how soft that is. Now, you could do this with just about any of the other brushes. I'm just showing you how this brush can give you a different effect that you really can't get so easily with the others. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm loading it constantly, but I'm going quick and I'm just barely touching the canvas. And you see how it floats? It makes it just so misty. And it leaves it nice and bright there in the bottom, and then it kind of floats out into mist, and it just looks so cool. So cool. All right, build it in layers. You can kind of roll that brush, but see how it can leave a lot of, almost like the wind is catching it and bringing it up. Isn't that cool? Practice with this brush when you do seascapes. Get it to kind of work for you. You know, it takes a little bit of practice to kind of figure out what it's going to do for you. But man, when you learn it, I suggest you spend whatever time it takes to learn it, because it will open up new possibilities for your seascape paintings that you maybe wouldn't otherwise have. It's very important that you guys, you'll learn and you're picking up new things as you go. You don't want to just stay in the same old spot over and over again. Set down that brush, grab the other brush, load it up with a little bit of blue and white, and then simply come with this color and add in a few of your darks back in. If you probably want more than one dark color. There. Clean up any edges that need to be cleaned up, and just in general add a nice cool note to the whole seascape in the shadow area. You can drift a little bit of this foam out over that dark. Now I went ahead and jumped down here to the bottom, and using the same brush stroke as we used up there, I'm just flicking to create some foam, some splashy foam down here. I'm only going to do it right there, and then this just is that blue shadow. I put it right down there just to give us something there, so it doesn't not just blank, but I didn't want too much of this, so. All right, it's the same basic technique. Now I'm going to go ahead and simply load it, I'm running out of white here, simply load it up with a little white and red. My red's way over here. There we go. White and red. You can do a couple things here. Number one, let me just show you, chiseled edge, okay? With this brush, because this is so great for doing things like this, I'm going to show you. So you can cut in just by rubbing here a bit of a ripple. There. And then just brush that ripple back. See that? Nice soft edges, but still pretty crisp and clean. The more white you put over this, the deeper the water will look. Well, let's go right over here. I was going to say same color, but now let's put a little purple into it. Chisel it. And I'm going to finish up here. One of the last things we're going to do is drop in foam lines. And again, just use this brush to your advantage. It's got a beautiful shape built right into the brush, this square edge. You can blend them a little, but they're still fairly sharp. Good. Okay. Right over here. So this area is not blank. Good. All right, that's all we're going to do for this little practice painting today. I hope you really learned a lot and really saw how this 3/4 brush can help enhance your seascapes and make them a little bit softer and more detailed. Be sure to check it out, as well as all the other brushes and DVDs. Thanks for watching.